What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. I hope everybody's having a great day. For reference, because if you're watching this super duper in the future and you already know what's going on, this is January 11th, 2022, and we are here today to talk about the new 3080. A lot of people are not excited about it. There wasn't a big fanfare. NVIDIA just kind of pushed it on out the door, but this new 3080 is not just getting more VRAM, it is getting more CUDA cores. It's going to be beefed up, but it is also going to be LHR. Like, no doubt about it, it's LHR. So it will be doing better than a previous 3080, but a previous 3080 LHR. So let's go over the specs. We'll talk about it a little bit, and then some estimated hash rates. Of course, there are some people that have videos online and they're from, like, I'm not going to say, okay, there's no reputable videos currently. There's like videos from creators with like one subscriber and they're showing like a half of a little screen, and I don't believe that. I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got it, show it. But if you don't got it, it is what it is. Now let me there we go. Flip my screen over. NVIDIA's new GeForce RTX 3080 with 12 gigabytes of VRAM is now official. Going further down here to the actual lineup, the new 3080 is a GA102-220. It has 70 GPU clusters, but here's where it gets saucy, ladies and gentlemen. 8,960 CUDA cores, so it's got almost 300 more CUDA cores. It's like 256 CUDA cores more than the previous 3080. It has the same base clock and boost clock, but it does come with 2 gigabytes more of GDDR6X, so it still has the fiery, hot GDDR6X, but fiery fast too, with a bigger memory bus, a 384-bit, whereas the old one had a 320-bit, and that enables it to get 912 gigabytes per second of bandwidth. Huge amount of bandwidth. Slightly higher TDP. I guess that's from, more CUDA cores, more GPU clusters. I believe, is that the tensor cores? Is that what they're calling them now? GPU clusters. Anyway, so 350 watt TDP. I would imagine these cards are gonna lay down some serious amounts of hash. Now, the previous RTX 3080 10 gigabyte LHR cards, if you're using unlocking software, you should be seeing anywhere from 70 to, I've seen some people do 75 plus mega hash on Ethereum, with a couple up there in the high 70s. I haven't really seen anybody holding 80s or 80 mega hash range like solid. Now, a non LHR 3080 will do 100 mega hash pretty much all day long as it's not thermal throttling. These do have the GDDR6X, and depending on which card you get, whether it be an AIB card or a Founders card, some of those do need thermal pads. So I imagine the 3080 12 gig is going to suffer from the same fate of bad thermal pads and hot memory. Now, it does have a bigger bus and more bandwidth on the GDDR6X on the 12 gigabyte card, the new one. So we should, in theory, see a little bit of a bump in performance from non-LHR to non-LHR. Now, the NB Miner software claims like 70%, T-Rex claims like 70. So if we say a LHR 3080 10 gig does 70 mega hash, we'll call it 70. We might be able to see 80 mega hash on the 3080 12 gigs. I'm not going to say these things are, some people are like, oh, they're going to outperform non-LHR 3080 10 gigs. It's not, no, it ain't happening. Ain't happening. So without unlocking software, the regular 3080s do right at about 48 to 50 mega hash, pretty much half of what they do normally. So I would imagine with non-unlocking software, the new 3080 would be somewhere around 60, give or take. So just imagine if there was a non-LHR version, I mean, we might see a solid 110 mega hash, putting it right above that 3080, but still below a 3090. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there she blows, a new 3080 in the mix. Now, before everybody goes and runs off and gets super excited, the big issue here, is they're going to be too expensive to be a good option for mining. It's just they're priced out of the market. So a lot of people are like, "Oh, crypto miners are going to buy them up." Well, there's those guys that buy anything they can get their hands on. But as the market has been trending down for the last couple of days, actually we saw a little bump up today. But we saw we've seen ETH go from 4 to 3, almost 2,000. That has scared a lot of people, and I don't think the 3080 12 gig is going to get the fanfare that some of these articles are talking about. They act like the 3080 12 gig is just going to be like, the next coming of like a miracle mining card, and I don't see that. I don't see these being a high production card either, honestly. I it doesn't make sense. Sometimes it's like, man, Nvidia, you focus more on the mid range. Give those guys, looking for like a $500-600 card an option, because releasing more high end cards, I don't know, maybe feels like not needed. And what I mean by that is we have a 3090 Ti coming right around the corner, because we need a card faster than a 3090. Apparently, I don't know what that's about. But for me, being a hardware guy, I love hardware. I love innovation. It is hard for me to complain about innovation happening, and they are releasing faster versions of previous cards. So you know what? So be it. Let it happen. Am I gonna buy one of these? Probably not. I'm not a big fan of non-LHR I'm not a big fan of LHR cards. My farm consists of currently one LHR card and two nerfed cards. So I have two nerfed 3060s and then one LHR 3060 Ti. Everything else is non-LHR or 20 or 10 series or AMD cards, which LHR doesn't exist in anything else other than particular 30 series cards. So yeah, it would be nice if LHR just goes away, but I don't think that's going to be an option in the current market for Nvidia, because they're raking in boatloads of cash selling their CMP cards. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. Sorry to go down a rabbit hole. So 3080 12 gig, are you guys going to buy one? I don't see why you would. I guess at MSRP, if you can get a Founders Edition, you could always sell it and make money. But AIB cards are going to be high. They're going to be expensive. Other than maybe putting it in your gaming computer, like personal computer, and using it to mine whenever you're not using, I don't see a huge push by the cryptocurrency community to run out and grab these. Now, what I mean by that is I'm talking about like hobby level, like personal. Now, obviously, companies they'll buy up anything they get their hands on. Like they will buy and mine on anything. Somebody did bring up a good point though. Ethereum's not always going to be mineable, air quotes there. And these new 3080s with more cores, higher TDP, a faster bandwidth, these things are going to shred some Ravencoin and other algorithms, Flux, Ergo, stuff like that. So would they be a good option for that? And I say, yeah. I mean, it scales linearly, pretty much like 3080 to the new 3080 to like 3090. I guess any of those heavy hitter cards would be, but I still don't think your cost per hash is there, even if you can get them at a decent price compared to the lower end cards. If we're comparing those at like a decent price, it's hard for a lot of people like to be like, oh yeah, man, the new 3080 12 gig or blah blah blah. If I can get those things for like 1,200 a piece, I'm gonna buy them. Well, like proportionally or percentage wise, if you could get a lower end card at like the same deal, you'd be better off with the lower end card or like a mid range card. But nobody likes to talk about that. Anyway, with that being said, I want to thank y'all for coming out. Peace out. I'll see you on the next one. All that kind of stuff. Drop it down below. Are you going to be running out and buying a 3080 12 gig? Are you not? I don't know. I ain't. Nah. All right. Later, guys. Okay. So for all the new guys that clicked off the video because they thought it was over, let's sit back and let's wind down a little bit. What is Nvidia doing? What are they doing? Well, they're making money. That's what they're doing. Um, man, man. All I can think right now, like, yeah, everybody's talking about the new cards. The only thing I can think about is what if the market turns harder down? Yeah, that's bad, but at the same time, man, it could be good. It's gonna have to take a hard downturn though for people to start selling off their cards. Obviously, it's gonna shake out the paper hands and the weak hands. Those farms of people that have like one or two rigs that were like on the fence to begin with, and they were only mining it when it was making like buku's amount of money. They're probably already thinking about selling their cards off now. If you even have that in the back of your mind, imagine like $1,000 Ethereum. Imagine a gigahash doing like $20 a day. Would you be happy with a gigahash doing $20 a day, or a 100 mega hash doing $2 a day? Would you? Would you be happy? Maybe, maybe not. Because I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. And for me, I guess I need to start looking at, again, coin. When you're in a bull market, you look at dollars. When you're in a bear market, you look at coins. So we need to start stacking them coins. Get ready. I'm still well, I am still selling because in my opinion, like a $3,000+ Ethereum still feels super high. But once we go down more, that's when we're gonna start stacking those coins. When? I'm not sure, but we got room to go down. Let me know what you guys think. The OGs, go ahead and whenever you type your comment down below, make sure to drop a. Today we're gonna drop a tuna. So just write tuna and then your comment afterwards, and people are gonna be like, "Why are people writing tuna in there?" But the jellyfishes know, and that's what's up. So OGs, y'all take it easy. If you're a new guy and you manage to stumble into the club here, welcome. I gladly welcome you. Um, and we got some stuff coming up here soon. I want to talk about it, but it's not the right time to talk about it. So anyway, with that being said, I'm not gonna hold you guys up anymore. Peace out. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.